Olin. Man, you know what? Even if you go to a funeral and you don't really have like a strong connection to it. Wait, this is gonna sound. The way I was gonna word it is it's still like a super downer, which like obviously, yeah. Well, I've been to like one or two where it wasn't like a super downer. It actually was more like, they always say celebration of life, but I've only been to like one or two that actually were that. All right, how late was I? About 4 minutes? Jeez. Sorry, bosses. I'll try to be better next time. Got the kitty cat too. Wait, you want me to go? Whoa, wait, but I'm not in Chile or China. It's time theft? True. Let's take it out of my paycheck, I guess. Excuse? The buffering didn't buffer. And then my brain buffered. We clocked in before our jackets were off. I would have told him to suck the veiny part of my dick. I know, like, when I worked commercial and it was like break time, it wasn't that you got 15 minutes in the break room. It was like belts off at 9:30, belts on at 9:45. So depending on how long your walk was, you might only, like, to get to the room, you might only get like 7 minutes because that walk was part of your break. Yes, sir. Elmac, how was the Minecraft yesterday? I was gonna say last night, but I don't think it was really last night. I think it was more like during the day. Oh, was yesterday another sponsorship? Cool. See, Elmac is the one making the real Ferrari money. Not me with my Chrono Trigger. Hey, remember when you're like, hey, B-Dude, you should go on, like, tell Square that you're like a Chrono Trigger person, blah 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 blah. And I did, and it was radio silence, and I'm like, frick me, I guess. Elmac told me to put myself out there, and all I got was a slap on the dick. CS Fox, never worry about needing to give a sub ever. Free stream, I try to do my best so that we don't have too many intrusive ads. We still have to run 3 minutes of ads an hour just because that's just what we have to do. But I try to do them in spots where it's the least intrusive. So don't feel like you need to. Money is tough to come by. Save it for yourself. I do appreciate it though. Life gets, yeah, it's kind of non-consensual from commercial places, let's be real. It's the one nice side to working industrial. Come on, I didn't hit the button that long. Do I want you to take out Fox? No. Why? Why would you? Atmo weapon. Giving me a lot of tough days in the old PR speedrunning days, but thanks for subscribing with the tier 1. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do that. We just did the holes. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do it, but I do appreciate it. Tell them you're making a fan-made remake. Yeah, you know what? That's what I should have done. So, you know what's crazy, Breath, is people who smoke somehow get like this weird free pass. So like, I don't know how that all works. How was the hockey draft? I don't know. I was busy watching my football team be kind of blah yesterday. Lost 40-34 for a defensive team that's supposed to be known for like having strong defense. Granted, they went in pretty hurt and had more people get hurt throughout it, but like shouldn't be letting the other team put up 40. Anyways, that was how that went. I did kind of keep up with like picks and stuff just on like Reddit and stuff. Everyone was happy with what Steos, the general manager, has done leading up to yesterday, and they're hoping that he has some other plan coming up because they were very not happy with his decisions with trades and stuff yesterday. So time will tell. Yeah, I think sharks are going to be a problem once they get some development going on. A lot of sites don't let you vape inside the building. Like, you still have to vape where people smoke. Although that being said, I haven't worked commercial in quite some time. That's how the industrial sites kind of work. And usually they just try to like steal a puff once in a while. But I guess they're like still working more than the people who are like going out to smoke. I don't really work with a lot of smokers, now that I think about it. All right, so for some reason we get really good Yakra splits when we're doing all endings. Then when we are doing 100%, we just don't. Cool. Cool. You know what? I'll take a hit if I get 2 crits. We're like one good Naga fight away from me being like, you know what? This might actually be a decent split. Not like there's more stuff that isn't going to happen down the road, but thought. Oh, you see some like bad oh my frick. Okay. See some customers come in, you're like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. I'm just going for a smoke break real quick. Yo, Visual, welcome on in. Thanks for the good luck. Honestly, I would just love a good one and done short 4-hour stream. Get myself some lunch and then go and donate my blood. Make sure you stretch out your fingies from time to time. Just do that when you're casually gaming too. Look after your fingies. Those little meat hooks at the end of your hand, Take care of them. You're gonna feel real useless when they're not, they lose some mobility. Am I getting some bag for the blood? No. It's more so because I have what's called hemochromatosis, which just means that my blood has really, really high iron. Oh, come on. So this is where it's like, it's more of a selfish thing. I don't give blood because I care about giving blood. I don't give blood because I care about getting money. I care about giving blood because it helps keep my iron in check. So otherwise it's really high. All right, I think we're still looking at like a 1340, unfortunately. But that being said, normally I can just go like, yeah, I give blood because I'm a good guy. And then I'm like, just kidding. It's actually just for my own health, lol. Then I also have like a really low white blood cell count, which is funny because like whenever they take my blood, like whenever my doctor takes blood just to like check to see what everything's like, the person who took it is always like, do you get sick a lot? I'm like, no. And they're like, when you get sick, does it like really like mess you up? I'm like, no, is it supposed to? Like, oh, okay, no, good to know. Like, what the frick was all of that about? So I like to make the joke that the reason that I don't get as sick as I'm apparently supposed to be is because even though I don't have a lot of white blood cells, I have enough iron for them to make complete iron armor sets to just be that much stronger. Aha, Minecraft joke. For Elmac, who's sponsored by him. Okay. Elmac is a sellout. Hey, wait, AJ, maybe you're onto something, because or no, wait, Satari's onto something with the rusting out, because I, like, work at a potash mine. Potash has a lot of salt in it. So, like, maybe the reason my joints and stuff kind of hurt is just because of the iron. You know, it's just decomposing a little bit. You know what? Do this. Okay, that kills that one. On frog, please. Okay. Okay, sure. Still gotta do one more yet? Frick. Whatever. Whatever. Should have been caught by the gargoyle or the bat. So Chrono just has that smaller hurt box that it just kind of doesn't matter if you like, the cycle's always consistent that in the SNES, yes, you definitely would be getting caught. But it just works in this version, which is good because otherwise the angles and stuff suck. Most of the things I'm onto aren't. Why don't you come on to this dick? That would be good. I'm sorry, Elmec. Was it your turn for a ride? Oh boy. All right, let's do it to it. Honestly, at this point, I don't even like super care about 352. It's just kind of like a arbitrary number looking at the maths of like that's possible. Honestly, I just kind of want to like just break another minute barrier and call her good. What I end up getting on the Steam sale? Oh, there's a Steam sale. I told you I'm not spending money. Oh, I didn't tell you specifically, I suppose. I'm not spending any money on me. I gotta get that driveway paid off, yes, sir. I did say not spending money on Switch 2. This is true. I haven't even bought myself tools that I actually like need for work and just have been borrowing them from people at work. So I'm like, I'm paying. Cookie, thanks so much for the 39 months in a row. I appreciate it. Did you know? It's almost a year. Little fun fact about that one. I don't know what like all that's about. You can't actually set up sub goals, can you? No, like I said before, I've said this before. If we raise enough money for a Switch 2, it's just gonna go towards the driveway because that is what would be fiscally responsible. I don't want to do a sub goal. I don't like sub goals. What if I raise enough for a Switch 2 and it? Honestly, you just need to raise enough for a driveway and then I'm free, you know? If I get a Switch 2, it's probably not going to be till like next year ish. That's hopefully when the driveway's paid off. No, it's getting redone. So you guys, for only the low cost of $20,000, can also take care of the rest of that driveway, and then we'll be free. Ish, yeah. You gotta watch out, Elmac. It always seems like it's the Minecraft or the Roblox YouTubers and streamers that are always the ones getting in trouble. Am I allowed to have gravel in my driveway? Yeah, but why would I? It's just that the pavers are breaking down, so I'm getting it redone, and then it'll look better and have a higher like return and such. Could have just tarred it myself. Why would you tar pavers? No, I'm not trying to sell that. I just want my driveway to not look like garbage. But it does, in fact, still raise the... I'm so blanking out on the word. What the house would cost. I wouldn't be happy if I installed a gravel driveway. Why does no one care about what I think? Value, thank you, frick me. Oh, that was a struggle. Can I see my driveway from here? One sec. Yep. Also, you can't guarantee I'd see a Switch too. Oh, I didn't turn that on. You can't guarantee that I wouldn't see the Switch 2. My Switch 1 is downstairs right now by our projector. Bum, bum. The other thing about the Switch 2 is like, how much would I actually play it? I don't do casual gaming on stream, or if I do, it is very rarely. I don't know, B-Dude, I've seen your randomizers. All right, that's a fair enough assessment. Didn't mind watching WoW. Haven't really played it. Like, okay, so this is... If I were to get Switch 2, this is like why I would think that I would... 11? Not even 14, but freaking 11. I'm not playing 11 again. Like, if I got the Switch 2, it would be get the Metroid Prime 1 through 4. I guess there's the Ocarina of Time shenanigans. It would cut down the load times on Crystal Chronicles when / if we ever actually get to speedrunning that. But there's a load remover anyways. So the only thing I would do is just take out real time, not actual like speedrun time. And then it's like, and what? We're not touching the Partner Plus thing because A, I don't care about it, and B, the only thing it would do is just be an embarrassment of like, oh look. Well, I shouldn't say embarrassment. That's a bad word for it. B2 doesn't push for it, so we never hit it. So it's like, why does he have it up there? But like, I don't freaking know. Don't they have a collection of Metroid Prime 1, 2, 3 for the Switch? Partner. Also, hi Ultros. No, I thought, really? I thought it was 1 through, that was Wii? Well, there goes like one of the main reasons why I was gonna freaking get one. Okay, 1 and 2. 2 and 2. 2 and 3. 3 and 3. Oh, okay. Actually, it should be fine. Well, it's better than average. So I really am just thinking about the Wii Prime trilogy. I thought they did that whole shebang for this. I'm so sad. Glaze? If there's one thing I don't get, it's glazed on. Usually I get memed on. But visual? Why would I play a garbage game like Pikmin? This is when Elmac comes to punch me in the face. No, we don't pick up a load sword there. We, where do we get it? Do we get it in 2300 AD here? I have to pay attention to what the pickups actually are here, because I never actually, I know one of them's a Berserker ring. Okay, it's got to be the sword, the bow, and the Berserker ring is what we all pick up in Lab 16. Elmac and I did a race of Pikmin once upon a time. It ended with my Pikmin not listening to me, and then me causing Pikmin genocide and saying, "You win, Elmac." All right, that's the Berserker ring. That's the silver sword. Why did he catch up to me? And it's the bow. Okay, I guess they're called silver in this version, not load. Glaze me! Glaze me! And then you see Gingy just get completely covered in glaze, and it's very sexual. Bolt sword is what you get in the sewers here. Not saying that's not what you get in the prison, I don't actually remember, but I know you get the bolt sword in the... You have everything kind of set up for Fishy Boy stream? Hey Rex, thanks for the good luck. How has your CT journey been going? Let's kill. Okay, that was a little bit of a panic. Alrighty. No, I was just looking for you to say, like, good. But good. Oh, did we go this slow? What the frick? How's the weather? I'm inside, so fine. Do you have a battery pack, Ultros? Like just like a USB battery pack that you can just plug into your shenanigans? You farmed Guardia Force for 4,000? What the frick? You know, it wouldn't be the worstest of the worst. You know, pop it in when you get to like 50%. As far as like the heat and stuff, I don't really have a plan or like a solution for that, I guess. Put a waterproof case on it and then just dip it in the water once in a while. Whoop. I just like the battery packs because they're just nice when you're like ootin' a boot and then you're like, oh dang, this phone's almost dead, and you just slap her in. But you're grinding for a sword that you get immediately after one boss. Didn't know that. Thought it'd be a little adventurous. I don't like that the Atlantic Division just got so many good players. You know what? I'm glad that you didn't farm the Aussie village sword for 65k. I'm glad we have some restraints somewhere. Little bonky bonk there. Whoop. No, we're done with all endings. I still haven't actually got a Peeves in this category. I've lowered my standards. I just want to hit the next minute mark. Where are those titties? If/when we get to Crystal Chronicles, if you haven't seen it before, you're gonna love the music. Never done with CT? No, we will be done with CT at some point. This isn't a forever and always. What's the tattoo? This is Terra from F of 6. Half morphed. The point of the tattoo is to remember that you need to accept all parts of yourself for the betterment of yourself and the world. I know that sounds super cheesy, and it is, but it is like the reasoning that I got it. I just like that. Well, I do, but that is like the meaning behind said design. Is that new? March is when I got it colored. Ooh, okay, now we're good. Cheese bump? Okay. Like, there's a nice song that you can just sing right at the beginning of Crystal Chronicles, and I love that song.
In using this as a show tattoo redeem.
Okay, when we get to the next cutscene, sure. The Weeb song? I don't know if I consider it a Weeb song. The dreaming of the stars on high. That one? That speak to me beyond the sky. Okay. There is the tattoo. I'll let you guys get a little bit to look at it. As you can see, she's got human form and Esper form. If it's someone who hasn't played Final Fantasy VI yet, I just call it her monster form, and I try not to explain it too much because I know they don't care and I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. I asked her for permission before I got it on. There's basically this picture just online that I saw quite a while ago, and I'm like, that would be sick. The GBA link in Crystal Chronicles let you multiplayer play, so you could open up your own menus while other people were still like playing around on the screen. How long did it take? It's like 3.5 hours for the lining and the shading, and like 4 hours for the color. And I took the shading like a champ. I was like, ah, it wasn't that bad. So I went in for the coloring, and I'm like, oh, this is so much worse. I got real quiet near the end. She's like, your skin's getting angry with me. I go, oh yeah, no, I can feel it. On. There you go, buddy. Cost? What did it come to? 'Cause I paid in pieces. I think overall is like $750-ish. Yo, Celine with the 30 stream streak. Let's go. Less than a driveway, that's for sure. To be fair, I didn't think the driveway was even going to cost as much as it did, but here we are. I was like, well, I'm dedicated now. All right, what do we get here for... We ideally want 5 green slime. Okay, that's actually pretty much the worst. I'm just going to take the double and just hope that one of them dies to the next attack. No! You're the primary target? Are you fricked? Alright, this is still kind of working out. Oh, you did yours in a one-shot? Yeah, we did lining. She's like, let that heal. And then, I mean, I get it because the coloring fricked me up. PD pegs, PD peg legs, lost cork. What the, what? Is this some like Goof Troop stuff? can you get Chupon like right on the inside of your upper thigh? And then when someone looks at it, you're like, Chupon, and they're like, Chupon what? And you're like, Chupon these nuts! I keep thinking that some of my color's fading. I'm like, oh no, wait, that's just my hair. My hair got like weirdly white underneath it. Wait, is it actually? Okay, that's even funnier. Doo-doo-doo. All right, let's see if we get any time save here, boys. One, two, three. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. As a Canadian prairie boy, my knowledge on Spanish is very lacking. Oh, we in there, boys! Did I learn French? I learned French between grades 7 and 12. I have not used it since 2010, and I remember pretty much nothing. It turns out after not speaking a language pretty much at all after 16 years, you retain almost nothing. You had to do it 1 through, really? It was only given as an option by grade 7, and I enjoyed it, so I took it in 10, 11, 12. So now I just know the Mimi things like C'est la vie and Pamplemousse. Yo, Visions, thanks for the good luck. I'm not gonna lie, when I first read that, I thought it said something about endings, and I'm like, we're not doing all endings. We're done with that. I know more German from listening to Rammstein is kind of funny. Well, I'll just find the French version of Rammstein. See, like, I can do like the bonjour, comment ça va? And then someone answers and I'm like, okay. Ça va bien. Come see, come saw. This is 2, right? I hope so. Ah, bien, bien. It's like, I wouldn't mind kind of like getting back into French, but then I'm like, why? There's a reason why I lost it. It's because there's nowhere to use it here. So like, why? Hey, man. I don't think that's what we were going for here. See, at least like in Ontario, you have like the odd chance you run into someone that speaks French. I was saying like for like, if you ever felt like the need to learn it or whatever else, at least there's like a reason. I'm pretty sure the people that work the airport, when they go like, hello, bonjour, they're like, no one's gonna frickin' say bonjour. I know Salu is high. Are you beautiful? That doesn't seem right. I think I have that translation fricked up. Hello, beautiful. How are? Okay, I was close. That chest is a sealed chest. You can't open it until you power up your pendant. And what I'm getting out of this is I don't entirely remember, but I know it's something. Wow, no kidding, B dude. No kidding. Yo, let's go, Dad. Foundation's important. Well, we're in we always full send these, so unfortunate. All right, we're down in antipode. Okay. Is France the favorite in soccer? I have no idea who the favorite is. In my head, it's always Brazil, but that's just because this one soccer game that we used to play a flash game of back in school, Brazil always had the highest stats. And I was back in like, oh my frick, what are you doing? I don't know what teams they play on either, to be perfectly honest. Are the Swiss that good? Said I don't pay attention to soccer. This is my second one, right? Yeah. We need to do this 3 times. Yeah, except for Canada's not playing in the host country. They're playing in the States now, I think. They lost to Switzerland, and so it was Switzerland, right, that they were playing? Yeah, they play South Africa in the States, I'm pretty sure. They lost 2-1. 2-1? 2-1? 3-1? I think it was 2-1. But that's 3 countries. You can't say they're playing in... That's a host continent. Fast time, win game, best get fat. I'm trying. Oh my frick. All right, I had to frick that up. I wonder if that actually counted as a closed text box. Oh, it did. Oh, thank frick. I got caught. PC has this like getting caught on corners weirdly. Like you get stuck like in them or something. I don't know how to explain it. It's just janky. And, like sometimes I'll just be like, I've been caught walking through the middle of a doorway. And I'm like, what the frick? Dude, they got Dorofeyev. They're good to go now. So give the Sens Lafreniere, please, and thank you. LOL Steam version instead of emulator. I'm not sure what we're going for with that. What do we? I don't even play emulator. I played on the actual console. If that's what we're getting at. Okay. Okay, put on a new gun that we picked up in 2300 for Ayla, or not Ayla, for Luca. Put on the tab invest we got from her dad. Strength capped on Chrono, magic speed tabbed on Luca. Attaboy. Oh, okay. We want him to hit the head more often than not. There you go. Okay, we don't need to worry about that anymore. Sure. Sure. All right, so Natty Daddy's gonna be rolling through after I do some well, maybe during the shopping, I don't actually know. Okay, lots of stuff kind of happens in a very short succession here. But there is a way to get around them via that link. It's just tough when I have to stay clicked on the game. So we're gonna be running with Berserker Robo for Masamune as well. It either goes really well or not so much. Green likes the ads. Green enjoys them. Like, these give me life. Boom, boom, boom. This skip coming up is janky in this version. Okay, we got it. Sick. It feels inconsistent, but maybe I'm just inconsistent at it because the PC has bad movement as far as diagonals are concerned. You'll like see Chrono like does a bit of a jitter shake thing, which actually changes how the movement works, because with the SNES you don't lose any speed going at your angles, but here you drastically do. So you almost have to like choose between going cardinal directions and diagonals at different times, which is kind of lame. It happened at the same time that the auto battle update with speed happened. So that's awesome. What? Mountains are nice, bro. Mountains are nice, bro. Nice. Walking through that door makes it so you don't get stuck in the door. All right, so the hope for this fight is Luca uses Hypno Wave. They both fall asleep. Robo attacks the same enemy. I'm hoping the right one, because the right one is the primary target, and I don't have to like do actual targeting. And assuming he hits that one like 3 times in a row or something, we don't have to worry about re-Hypno Waving. Now, this pretty much never happens, but he's going for that one. I always wait to see what he does first. Yeah, no, I didn't want my target to go the other way either. That's fine. He's gonna attack the left. Nope. Okay, which one are we actually going for here, boys? This is going terribly, by the way. I swear they're close. It's 1,000 HP. Okay. When's Nizbel? It's literally on the splits that you named. You named these. You should know. Anyways, we're not saving any time on the split. So if you don't know what Nizbel is, guess whose fault that is? This guy has 3,600 HP. Oh, okay. Guess I gotta heal him like real freaking fast. Attaboy. Attaboy. Oh, whoops. She has enough that she can take one more hit. Oh boy, let's freaking... Just send it, just send it. Ah! Oh, you did get... Oh, okay. Okay. Well, apparently it was close. Yo, Silent, how's it going? That was terrible. Sometimes it works on vibes when you're like, just go for it. It didn't really work on vibes that time. You have 2 HP. Do you know what your max is, though? That's the important thing. Hey, Silent, this category is calling to you. Not specifically the PC version. I would recommend SNES, but it's calling to you. So, you know, 2 out of 3 HP isn't bad. Kind of fricked up. Does that matter? Yeah, it does. I hate that I have to do this. Okay, good enough. Why the frick do you sometimes start all the way to the left? Excuse me. Am I good with the movement? I think there's more that's going to happen. If this is how she sits, there's some vision. I just don't know what the vision is, so I'm gonna wait and see. I'm being cautiously optimistic. Hey, I also have a SNES, and I subject myself to PC. It's looking at me right now like, bruh. And I'm like, you know how it be. But faster means better run, right? Ha 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 ha. Gotta get that. We're only doing 1 ending. We're not doing 13 endings. I've been having a bad streak of like critless Nizbels. No. All endings is all endings. I mean, with the reroute that Fox did, I dropped it from frickin' 822 to 743. What more do you want from me? Chrono doesn't get out. Nope. I'm convinced you're not getting inputs like that on a controller. You have to be on keyboard. I'm waiting to be I'm waiting to be corrected on that, but keyboard's the only way to play this game. Changed my mind. Not that I particularly like playing on keyboard, but it is just, it's the only way to make inputs feel crispy. The other name you could give it is like all side quests and characters, but Hundo just rolls so much better. Excuse me, sir. Also, you're still missing the character though. 90% run. Oh, jeez. Redo likes to pretend. I'm not pretending, I'm just not acknowledging. There's a difference. Mostly because I don't care. It's bad rage bait. Oh, frick me. I thought that was number 4. Longer than any percent is... These names are getting worse. Oh, Bidu, did you think we were trying to make them gooder? That's fair. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Hundo. It rolls nicely. How did I run through her head? Hundope because it's a dope run is out. Yeah. What I was thinking. I don't really have a lot of time for, I don't even know if I actually have like a Magus reset. Ah, we're just gonna try and send this one to the house. Frick it. Whatever happens, happens today. Cool. You know what's funny is I can't even get mad about like that being a PC thing, because even on the SNES sometimes there, and there's one other spot that you just like randomly get stuck on, and I don't really know why. Sometimes walking helps. It's right down here, this spot right in this janky area. You just get stuck on them sometimes. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. What am I doing with my dick? Whatever makes you feel better, Robo. Aw, wasn't fast enough. That one's tough to squeeze in, but not impossible. Oh my frick, are you kidding me? So I run through heads, but I get caught by... Oh, this is unrunnable. I hate everything. don't remember the last time I've been caught in that room. I don't even know what I did different, to be perfectly honest. Aside from that guy just like went freaking rogue. All right, well, we're not gonna get a PB today. Oh, that freaking sucks. That crit doesn't count. There's one. Oh, she's gonna crit now, isn't she? Still considered. There's two. Okay. Well, say la vie. Have fun at the mall, my dude. That sucks. Turns out getting an extra encounter is in fact bad. Yo, Chrono. Welcome on in. How we be? Love. There it is. I thought it was in the third slot, but it's in the second slot. Well, that gets me just reevaluating my life. That Nisbel fight was actually really good too, so it's like I was probably like 15 seconds or so lost in that extra fight. Anyways, we should be red after Flea. Typically how it goes, I think. Maybe not red, but close to. Alrighty. Nice little time to just kind of like reset the mental. Pushing into Melchior and Luca here at different times speeds up some animations and some wait times. It's like the little pickups, little drop-offs. For some reason on the SNES, this part takes 11 billion years to do this fade out though. Alrighty, we're kind of hitting cutscene central here, and then we hit one of the most nerve-wracking parts of the early. I figured by Magus' castle, you've passed early game, you've hit mid game. Magus kind of feels like that catalyst. Yeah, it's Roy Clem. How Well, actually, no, wait. I think I saw you doing 5 again. So how did the all characters and espers go, Knight? Did it go as good as my football game went? I'll give you a hint. It didn't go very good. I hate when they do that. I should have been caught, to be honest. Turns out when you have a strong defensive football team with a lot of injuries on the defensive side, and then you let the other team score 40 points on you, it's tough to win. It turns out that that's in fact how that works. It also turns out that if your returner gets injured, it's not a good idea to put one of your best receivers as the returner, because then on the next punt, he also gets injured. Especially when you have backups who could do the exact same frickin' thing. So that's awesome. Yes. Try and learn the move, I'll be big pussy. Hide. Rick? The team is 2-1. When's the 4-drop Fiesta run? Soon. What was that eyebrow thing? That was me going, soon, bro, trust me. Just because one guy did it, and I'm sure there's like a handful more, but he's the guy that they put in there as the receiver he's not built like a returner. He's not a returner. And they put him there anyways because the returner was injured, and they're like, oh, well, we'll put this other guy who's a second stringer into there, and then he did fine. And it helps that he's a little bit smaller and not tall and gangly like the guy that we threw in there. I'm like, why are we putting the tall gangly guy there to try and run the ball back? The frick is this? When will soon be? Don't worry about it. What does Sayo usually say when I come in? Let's freaking go, Sayo. How did 7 finish out yesterday? No! I hate to break it to you, buddy, but this is the FF7 that we deserved. It's funny because it came right after Final Fantasy VI and was made like the same. Anyways. You don't have to answer. I just wanted it just for clarification. Was it emotionally compromised before the run or during the run? At least that was not going to be a productive day, so that sounds like before, in which case, both? Well, I hope things look up a bit then. Blessed run. Whenever I see a new, my Magus is absolute garbage. Oh! Okay, now that I remember, fire barrier guess on Magus. You got 10 minutes, which we're not going to be there in 10 minutes. No, we won't be there in 10 minutes. 4 is pretty good. Literally always 1, bro. You know, no, I hate how more correct that is than it should be sometimes. Sayo, I feel like I know the answer to this, but I'm just curious. Whenever you're playing Final Fantasy VII, do you ever just have like this urge to put the game at like 75% opacity and just put a gif of Judge Judy wagging her finger underneath the game? Is that ever like a thing that like crosses your mind at all? Never. Oh, well. Why not just run manip? Because I'm not using external tools to manipulate a game. I ran that for the entire 5.5 hours or whatever that I played FF7, by the way. But yes, PC does have manip, but you have to run an external thing that basically is like, this sets it up for you type of junk, and it's allowed, but I don't agree with it, I guess is my point. You don't even play! Yeah, I could also run 7 no sketch, but slots, no slots. But here we are. When does 7 get sketch? No sluts? I know. Up to calm, thank you very much. Do I? Yeah, I did it once. I don't need to worry about lag on the text boxes. I'm gonna do the local man thing here. I finished getting out of Midgar before record finished. Just like local man finished getting to World of Ruin before record finished. Sure. Not a good thing. Hey, you're not allowed to, what about this whole, like, we're supposed to be bringing each other up and junk like that? Thought that's what speedrunners did. The frick is this? He's on fight. Excuse? I know it was kind of hard to tell, but I didn't even practice before that run. Pat me on the pat. I love my pat being patted. I wouldn't have even caught that, to be honest. I did like assume reading. I'm gonna be even more completely honest. It's been a hot minute since, like, specifically for like CT and 6. Actual practice has not happened in aside from like mental practice, I guess. Bro, I know you usually like miss once or so in each of these fights, but twice back to back is not a good look. Did we get the lock? Oh my frick, did we get, okay. Actually, that's the perfect time to get that. You can't confuse them. Oh, okay, no. Flea's on the move now. What the frick was that fight? Sick. That's usually a time loss fight. Anyways, part of the reason why sometimes for like 6, I don't really like finish runs out if they're going really bad is because I check out, and that's supposed to be like the practice, but if I'm really checked out, then it turns into bad practice, and then it fricks with the muscle memory that is still there. And that's one of the reasons of like, hey, we'll just call it from now. Which one's the best one? Okay, so best is up for interpretation. The SNES feels the best. The DS has the most stuff in it. The PC is the most accessible, and if you like grinding and stuff, it is a little bit easier with this auto-battle shenanigans. The PC version does have most of the DS stuff. It does not have the Coliseum. So depending on what you have to play on, I always recommend Super Nintendo. I would say PC just for the easiest to get access to, but if you do have a DS, it's a tough answer. I always default to SNES though. You have a theory with Sabin and the Opera. No, you should try Magic Spec Lock. It's fun, trust me. Oh, I need to heal. Good guess. Both that SNES on the DS. Okay. I guess for like the extra shenanigans, DS is there. Okay, we're gonna let him buck for a little bit. Okay, buck season is done. I was gonna say, we gotta be getting into Yaw here pretty soon. Uh-huh. Maybe one more attack. Cool. GBA. Honestly, I don't know much about the GBA. Alrighty. Well, I don't know what the tech route looks like if you get caught before Nizbel by the reptites, so this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna just keep the same route anyways, just for Luca's sake. I don't think it's gonna frick up Chrono too much. Oh my frick. Better. That was a greasy fight, but we got through it, so whatever. We move. We move. PC1, PS1, CT. It doesn't. I like to say that PS1 CT is what got me into speedrunning quotations because it taught me how to minimalize the amount of menus I actually do. All right, I've been pretty bad at the trapdoor room lately. This version is kind of janky because you can't just like run right against the pillars because you're a little bit smaller. It like pushes you out in a weird fashion. I don't know how to like really explain it. It's just should erase PS1. Oh boy. So I do this. No, we're doing it on Duck Station. I don't have a PS1. I don't have a PS anything. All right, so out of these 3 chain fights, excuse? I don't like that it takes away my targeting when someone dies. All right, we're still taking that last one, but normally you're supposed to learn Fire Sword on the next fight. Okay, so of the 3 fights, this is the only one that doesn't have a run flag. Why does this one not have a run flag? Or no run flag? I have no freaking idea. It just doesn't. Chain gang, what's that? These inputs being all poopy is mentally freaking me up. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Yeah. First and third, and this has been since SNES. First and third have no run flags. Second one doesn't have a no run flag for reasons unbeknownst to me. So you can just run away from it. That's not a PC exclusive. What the frick? Well, we're gonna die. Hate it here. I hit the A button. It disagrees that I hit the A button, but I hit the A button on fight. It took all the other inputs. That is a PC exclusive on inputs just sometimes not wanting to be put in. It's awesome. Anyways, yes, that second elevator fight, being able to be running away from it, has been since SNES. That was the moral of that story. Yeah, this is gonna be like a 138 something at best. All right, there's one fire. Ooh, I'm banking that she doesn't die here. I'm surprised she hasn't got her turn in all of this. All right, that's 2 fire. This might actually push too. So, good. How many bears is that? 6? I don't know if this barrier is gonna last. Oh my frick. Okay. Watch how quickly it falls off. Okay, what was that? Was that lightning, fire, lightning, lightning? No, wait. Lightning, fire. Lightning, lightning, fire? There's only 2 fires in there, right? Okay. All right, we in fact did not lose time in Magus' castle, weirdly enough. In case you're wondering, here, this is against average. Against average, we were going in at -10 and we came out -123. So, hey Turbo, thanks for the good luck. You can see why I was panicking about that barrier, right? Because at 293 HP, I don't think he lives with no barrier. I'm pretty sure barrier does like 295-ish. Even if he lives with like 1 HP or something, there is a sap effect. And you like, I've died to the sap effect before. Not in the PC, I was in the SNES actually, but that was awesome. Yeah, PB is free now. He ha ha. Thinking of all the time that I'm gonna freaking lose on like Mud Imp. Favorite FF lead character between Lightning and Snow? Lightning, because at least, you know, that booty. Yeah, it's free, bro. Easy. My brother told me that he beat this game in like 3.5 hours doing all side quests. Oh, have you done this part on the SNES Silent? If you have, I need to show you some stuff that's absolutely triggering. Check this out for this skip. I hate this so much. Yep, you can just hold up and left behind it. If you don't know what the SNES setup is, you have to land onto a very specific pixel, 1 pixel trick, and then just do it. Frick. You have to go with the snow. He's such a putz. But Turbo Nixter is doing some Bahamut's Lagoon. Do you kind of have like an idea on how like low with some stuff you think you can actually get it to go? It looks like it could actually be fun. Bro, I know I haven't seen like a lot of it. So Chrono in this version is about 2-ish pixels smaller, leading to some skips being a little bit different. Mist, power scarf, headband, speed belt. Thanks for the good luck, coach. Appreciate you putting me in. I know our star player got injured, but I will do my best in his stead. What is the goner pick? Are you talking about Shala? Shala's allowed to. Have you not seen Zeal? Like, just the land of Zeal? I would love to just get up in a bikini and just go check out the waterfalls and stuff. Well, okay, maybe. You know what I mean. Is 13 just not on the PC? Toriak, how'd your run finish up, my dude? Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to get at here is I don't know a lot about the game, so I can't be much help or whatever else, but like it's on the list for future project. But I definitely need a hey, in case you're stupid guide. Toriak, is that twice you've gone over estimate now, bud? Come on now. Doesn't play nice with some. Really? Here's the deal. No, there's a reason why we estimate what we oh, frick me. Oh my frick. One. That's not how you do that fight, by the way. This is how you do the fight. Two. I thought the point of estimate was always to be below estimate. It's a pain. Oh, yeah, no, trust me, I've done that a lot with 4, 5, and 6 PR. Thank frick I have the translating app on my phone, otherwise it would have taken way longer. We're just going until we learn Volt Bite. So it should be 7 fights. I think that was 6. You have to translate from English. So at least you know what you're looking at, I guess. There we go. Oh, dang, he remembered that one. I think we're gonna lose time here. That's a lot of wasted ATB. We're gonna have to do a full round of healing. Unfortunate. That's fine. Is that fine? Okay, it's fine. I got really lazy on that skip. Oops. Guardian Bangle, Filter. You guys want to see some fast ATBs? I know we were saying it looks fast on Magus. We were on battle speed 4 for that one. We're going up to 1. Yeah, apparently there's a Steam sale or some junk. I don't know. Bidu, no spend money on self right now. So try not pay attention. The only thing I'm really planning on spending on myself is if I really, really need a tool, or my once a week eat out. I don't know what Luca's on. One. Then Ayla said, what do you say frick me for? All right. Think I can sneak that. Think I can sneak that last one in? Hey! Ooh, she's pretty fricked up though. Did she die? This time. Frick. He did attack. Yep. One kick. Two kick. Free kick. Just don't chomp Ayla, please. Actually, now you can chomp Ayla. I don't care. All right, now we go for a rush for the kill. With misinputs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Better kill in this cycle. Thank frick. Okay. That was way more exciting than it should have been. We are going to do an Addy Daddy now. This is just going to kill everything for the next 3... Actually, we're not going to do it right now. We're going to wait a couple of minutes. Yes, we're going to... Actually, I lied. We're going to wait a few minutes. I'm just going to let it run naturally. We got about 4 minutes still. I forgot that this split is a lot of walking. So disregard. We got like 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Nope, there's no way. There's no way. There's actually not a single way that it could happen. Add actually Twitch Turbo, or that YouTube link. Do you know where it's free to subscribe, by the way? Exclamation point YouTube. There you go. Free. I have a job, dude. That's where the money comes from. Don't turn this into a job. Where he pays for us to subscribe. I guess if I were to gift subs, technically. Thanks for the good luck. We're doing better than I initially thought was going to happen. Especially since I did bad and I got caught by the reptites running back and forth after you fall down the hole in the first trip to Nisbel. And I feel really bad. Just about myself in general. After that Terrat. We saved time! Overall, I have a lot of time to save in that one split for what it's worth, but oops. Go. I have a hair on my tongue. All right, so here's the deal. If we somehow pull out at least a 16-second PB and get into the 353, we're on to the next project next week, and gosh, frick it. Which I would like to be Crystal Chronicles. Doodle-doo-doo. Yeah, I'd at least like to do, maybe we won't do it like 9 or 10 days or whatever, but like give it a few days, see if Crystal Chronicles is a thing that I'd like to revisit and try and drop that time down on. Which I also need time to actually set up, because I need to try and figure out how to set up that load remover thing again. SNES New Game Plus. No, different game. I was kind of between like Crystal Chronicles and like maybe Golden Sun, but then like Turbo Nixter doing that Bahamut's Lagoon actually kind of looks fun. Like, I don't really like the, you know, the Fire Emblem style strategy. Oh, the ads are hitting, by the way, now. Now you're into the ad void. Yeah. People have been saying that they're not actually getting hit with the full 3 minutes or whatever. I'm like, good. As long as I get credit for hitting that button, the less the better. I don't freaking care. Have turbo? I'm also a turbo enjoyer. I check out too many people's streams just to like see how their runs and stuff are going, especially when I'm like on the road and stuff. I'm not on the road right now, but when I have been on the road over the past like 2 years, year and a half, whatever, where like I just want to pop in, you know, be around for like a couple minutes, see how things are going. Maybe not always say anything, but just want to see how things are going and not get interrupted by the ads every time I pop in because of pre-rolls. That's all. And yeah, like I'm not a big emote user either. Didn't want to watch ads? That's fine. I'm never gonna say you should. I'm just gonna say that I have to hit the button or else it's just gonna autoplay anyways. Anyways, this is my announcement that we're gonna start running 22.5 minutes of ads per hour. Just kidding. We only did that on that FF7 stream, and that was to make people go away, and they still didn't go away. I tried to make that as unwatchable as possible. So like I had to do, it was part of a bet. I had to play FF7 for like 4 or 5 hours or whatever. I put the game volume at like 4 or 5% so you could just barely hear it. I put the game at 75% opacity, and I put a GIF of Judge Judy behind doing this the entire time. We ran the 22.5 minutes of ads every hour. What else was there? Oh, there was a twerking Kermit on the one side, and every once in a while during like longer cutscenes, I was playing Snake Game. That was the best part. Snake Game was my favorite part of that. That wasn't even April Fool's, but you, okay, so I should keep on reading though. Upside down and mirrored. No, that might be a little. I was like, should I have just like on a random timer, just like a screech that happens. But you're just going, you're talking, all of a sudden just you're like, what the frick was that? And he's like, yeah, I don't know, I didn't hear nothing. Go for like another 10-15 minutes, get a nice little and you're like, I don't know what that was. All right, what are we doing? We are going to 1000 AD. Yo, group, can I get a boo Bezos? Actually, you know, never mind. They kind of need the ads just to like pay for the site, so like I get it. I get it. Okay, so modding frickin' sucks is the moral of this next story. Even when it goes well, it doesn't feel like it goes well. So I got boobies. Why wear the muscle shirt? Don't wear it for the muscles. Hee hee ha ha. Oh, I really should have worked out yesterday. I'm giving blood today, so I'm not working out today. So Ice, when you see a PC run, I know you've seen a couple of them because you did like the Jericho thing or whatever. What's the most jarring? Because I know there's a lot of jarring things. So I feel it too. What you mean? Like when you're just like looking at it, what's the thing that's just like mentally fricks you up? The movement is big for me. The menu shenanigans in battle is janky AF. Like the ATBs being underneath the characters. I don't like it. Also running away just by auto battling. For the most part, some of them you don't actually like. That's one of those like little skill things that SNES has that you just don't deal with. It's not like it's a huge thing, but being able to like go into your menu and like knowing when to like let off so that you waste the least amount of time while building up run meter. I love that. 95% of the time you just hit auto battle and run, except for the couple of situations where there's a counter attack, so you don't want to deal with the extra time of that, so you just hold run without doing anything. But yeah, the movement feels bad, man. All right, now we're all set up for Mud Imp. Well, sorry, for the walk up to Mud Imp on the beasts, I should say. Hey, he drops a mid-ether? I don't think I've ever realized that. Actually, when you start running it, if you've ran a lot of SNES and then you go over to this, you realize how much you listen to the music for like knowing when a cutscene's gonna be done. And because the text goes by so much faster here, you get caught with your pants down a lot. Being like, oh crap, we're this far through already, whoops. What did I get stuck on? I was holding straight up. Actually, you know what? Why are my pants down? Because I don't like wearing pants. The most jarring thing for me is getting stuck running through a doorway when I'm in the middle of the doorway and I'm holding straight up or down, because it does happen. And it is janky AF. I do like being able to just go on a list for the time zones at least. I'll give it up for that. I actually don't mind it, because then you don't have to watch that wheel spin around. Case in point. Like the frick was that? This is battle speed 1, by the way. We're dropping it down to 3 once we get to Mud Imp. Have some sort of semblance of control. Joke's on us, there's no control in this fight. Merely the illusion of control. Like that! I was holding straight up. What did I get stuck on?
What happens is the center has the ball first, and the quarterback says hi. That's when the center puts the ball into the hands of the quarterback. So what I do is I start tackling the quarterback unless he gives the ball to somebody else, in which case I try to tackle that person.
Sounds like a sound strategy. Be crazy if it worked. Home Slice is refusing to go to sleep and I love it. Frickin' go for it. What a frickin' fight! Holy jeez! Too bad this guy's gonna frickin' run away. One more. One more. Just one more. Just one more. Just one more. One more. One more. Just one more. Just one more. Okay. This is what we call the equalizer. Thank you. Alright, so we're gonna lose some good time on this split. It's actually the first time that I've had to deal with going for the second one in a while. Glad it happened on this run. Headband, right? Yeah. Berserker and Speedbelt. I think we go back down to like close to minus a minute is my guess. Now with the 3-stream streak, we're going streaking. Welcome on in. How are we doing on this day? But yes, good momenums exist, but you have to know, and I didn't want to say it because I thought I was gonna jinx it, but it still got fricked anyways. I did the backup. That's why I killed that other one. Are you blind? It might be. I crawled up the chain and then we did it. Big Dick Rick, everybody! In the skin flute. All right, so that's 2 of those. No problem, Mel. 3. I aim to please. We're losing time already? Oh, no. We're gonna lose so much more than I thought we were going to lose. I think 1 more, and then we're good to just let her go. It's a penis! At least you guys got that rubble to within 1 hit so that we could waste all of that time trying to get that 1 more hit. Ben freaking tastic. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. Don't worry, that was only 40 seconds worse than an average split. Keep it up, ladies and gentlemen. Now, some of that was my fault with this miss skip, but like, I feel like we focus more on the second rubble that we needed to take than anything else. Okay, we're still ahead by a minute. It does get pretty freaking rough after Dalton, for what it's worth. Overall, he did miss 2 skips still today. Frick me. The key to having a good run is apparently missing skips, because whenever I actually just play decent as far as that's concerned, runs are never actually good. It is nice to actually have, well, you know, minus that one just running away on us. As far as luck goes, it's still better than average, even with the rubble running away. Just between Mud Imp and Magus, which I think we golded both of them, didn't we? Yep, sure did. Have I ever tried beating Laos before he ends Chrono? We do it on the New Game Plus portion of all endings. Like 9 times. Does that count? Oh! Yes. We do that in any percent, I am pretty sure. Yeah. Yes. So I guess the answer just straight up is yes. Pretty sure we do that in any percent for PC. Because you basically get to like this point, you don't do Ocean Palace, and then you just go and kill Lavos. I think that's right. I actually don't remember the route very much. Hey, Fox, thanks for the good luck. How are we doing today? Aside from a rubble running away, we've actually had a pretty lucky run so far. I love the 1 HP surviving. Let's go! Doesn't really matter! Okay. That was a bit greasy, but Dalton also looks like he has a penis when he does like this stance and then like the belt is dangling between his legs. My boy hath been blessed. No, that's not Tara, that's Shala. Shala in her casual wear. Gonna go look at the waterfalls in Zeal. Why are we talking about penile so much? Why not? What's wrong with the penis? We're just gonna take this like a pansy. What? Smaller hitbox my butt? I'm mad. Oh, you did get your turn? Okay. I'm just gonna two-shot this. Okay. Got some elevator fights. We want to make sure that we learn the boogie oogie before we get to Golem so that it can definitely land on both of them. Hee hee ha ha. We're gonna take that fight one more time just to get Luca to learn Fire 2. And because we did 2 Falcon Strikes on the staircase, come on, congregate. We don't get to do 3 here, which is fine. Doesn't really matter. Just auto attacks. Sure. Okay, so they both got their attacks in already, so I don't think I have to worry about them attacking again, question mark? Well, if I know how to push buttons, maybe not. There we go. The targeting on this one always gets janky compared to SNES. They just travel more, I think. That's a door that's worth walking through. It's janky. And here I like to wait until we run away naturally before I auto battle run away. I want to keep my memory on lightning, or on tech, sorry. Just because golems can get real janky if you have a little bit of dicking around with it, and the timing on it can be a little janky sometimes if you don't get your turn after their first 2 attacks. So I just keep that memory. Frick it. Boogie does have a chance to miss. It puts the stop status on these nerds. When they're stopped, obviously they don't get to like do stuff because they're stopped. It also gives you, or they take an extra 25% damage. But the most stressful part is getting that lightning attack in there. Both hit. Love to see it. We didn't even lose time here, really. That was not good. Sure, why not? Okay, well. We're now starting to reach the get fricked portion that this run tends to offer. This Son is Sun one's gonna frick me up, I think. We'll see what we're looking like going into Black Omen before we get excited at all. There is a bit of time save on this split. I don't exactly remember what happened, but for how short of a split it is, there's way more time save than there should be. It's a pretty consistent split, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. How are we doing against average? Huh. I guess we're relatively consistent if average and PB time are like 10 seconds apart here. Go frick him up, Chrono! What's it like versus world record? That's what my PB is. I just don't say world record because it feels humble braggy. But that's what we're comparing to right now. We're doing against best. Okay. Plus 3 minutes on best. 2.5 hours in. Hey, Corin, I saw you were doing some no sketch yesterday. How'd that go? No slots yesterday. How'd that go? I cannot call FF7 no slots not no sketch. I always call it no sketch. It just rolls off the tongue so much easier. Bro, I swear it's not a bit. I just do it every time because I'm just so used to it. You max rolled stats. Doesn't that sound good? Okay. Balthazar, thanks for the $5 super chat. You did not need to do that. What is my German ranking of worst to best? That's funny. I do have a triple tech worst to best that I'm editing right now. I got the the audio re-edited yesterday with the VO redone yesterday, and I labeled it so I don't delete it again. Thinking today's gonna be a bit of a chiller day with the blood donation, so I'm hoping after watching some movies with the wife and stuff, maybe I get a little bit more of it figured out. I'm hoping maybe end of next weekend it's all done? Question mark. What? I didn't mute myself. You muted. Who muted whose self? I even saw the bar bouncing. Just gonna have to see a video when it comes out. My fall Mega Flare is the second or the third strongest hitting tech in this entire game. Twister is better than Omega Flare. It costs roughly the same. It does phenomenally less damage. I feel like that's all I really need, actually. And it looks less cool. Boom. Does not cost the same. Twister. Oh wait, I'm thinking of something else. Okay, what does Twister all take in? I was thinking for some reason triple kick was in that, but no, tailspin is in that. All right, non-elemental. Even though it can't be absorbed, you also can't hit any elemental weaknesses with it. Basically physical light. Or physical heavy. There's like 4 techs that have triple kick in it.
What I don't get is how Square misses so many opportunities. They never made an LP of dub music called Final Fantasy, never used dual and triple text again despite how perfect they would be in Apex, and didn't make Grass's Quest.
One sec. Where's my shelter? Okay. Saki Tunaki, thanks so much for the leet donation that you did not need to do. I didn't hear all of it. Okay, here we go. They never made anything called Final Fantasy. I mean, all of that is spoken in straight facts. There. The single target attacks with Ayla and Party still do not do as much damage as Omega Flare. There's a whole site that I'll have linked in that video because it was actually great. Someone did like natural stats, everyone at level 60, what the damage output is, which is very helpful. And I already know people are gonna be like, it's so much better if you pump them up with magic, blah, blah. I'm like, that's not the point. The point is what the base is. Yes, obviously this one will be stronger than that one if you pump those people with those tabs and not those ones. Obviously. Anyways, let's lock in here for a sec. Okay. I did put in factors on needing to use a spot for the stones, but honestly that doesn't really hurt them much. That being said, being like, well, those ones you could use these and not that, that's still not using the base stats. You can use the fact that one person will have a wasted relic spot. What the when did that happen? Wasted relic slot. But other than that, you're throwing in too many factors of ifs, ands, or buts when you're just looking at the actual tech itself and not the setup into each tech for, you know. The only one that I actually put like conditionals in was the Master Moon because Frog's HP is a factor. Kaiser time. That's the only one that gets a little conditional. Did you do it, Al? Frog Flare is also a dual tech, so that's why I was just talking about the triples, but yes. Yeah, the video is going to be like 20-ish minutes just on the triple techs. Dark Eternal looks sick. So you know what? What you don't get in damage, you get in swag points. Alrighty. Luca Megas Marl, speed. Did you know that you can't open up your menu between talking to him there and talking to him here? I only learned that because I was like, I forgot to do the battle speed. Yeah, Luminaire's kind of weird. Just because it's like, it's stronger than dark matter, is it not? As base damage. Ba-dum-bum. And it just threw me off with Gotta Slurp the Goku clone. Ah, frick me. Bum, 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 bum. All right, who's ready to do some side questing? Yes, sir. You know what I like about you, Agony? I like that you lie to me. Just for the ego. Nice bucket. Hey Pojo, thanks for the good luck, my guy. How are we today? All right, go grab this jerky. Grab a speed tab. Wait, was the lifting separate, or are you sore from lifting a basketball? Because if you're sore from lifting a basketball there, Pojo, you might be one of the... What's the opposite of a glow up? A glow down? You're one of the biggest glow downs known to man. You cannot fly or move on the overworld diagonally in SNES. Only Cardinal. Dim down? Yeah, I guess that's what it would be. Alright, so we're setting ourselves up to go and get the Masamune upgraded as our first bit. Dum, 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 dum. All right, these guys have 3 different things that they can do upon death. Grudge for physical damage, MP Buster for taking away my MP, or nothing. Obviously, we prefer nothing. Okay. I absolutely hate seeing Grudge on the first guy because I'm like, he's gonna frickin' die. Jerica, how we be? So, Jerica, today has brought to you by missing 2 relatively easy skips, Golding Magus, Golding Mud Imp, and having a Rubble Runaway. So, I don't know how to feel about it. Good mix? No. Like, the golden stuff was good. The missing of the 2 skips, not so good. Oh wait, 3 skips because of Ocean Palace now. And the Rubble running away was hits really early on, and then about 2/3 of the fight me going, one more hit, and then we didn't get the one more hit. So what, we got 1 Grudge and 1 MP Buster? Oh geez, we might not even lose much time here. On average, I lose about 10 seconds, 11 seconds here, so see what's up. Yeah, we're only gonna do the 1 ending today, Umpax. And it's usually the one where everybody is happy, but I'm sad because even though we have this much green, it's gonna end in red. Calling it now. Thanks for the good luck, Jerica. What if we did 2 endings? Well, we can end game and we can end stream. So that counts as 2, right? All endings got faster because we took out doing all the side questing. I mean, I guess SNES we have to do all the 100% stuff just because we kind of need the power. Here in the PC version, you get a lot of this power just from, you know, doing dimensional vortex stuff that the SNES obviously does not have. We saved time on that split? Okay. If you say so. Well, yes and no, because it's still faster to go the Omega Flare route until you do a bunch of grinding. That's kind of the pee-pee poo-poo part of it. Ozzy's in a pickle? I should know. I'm the pickle. Okay, you gonna crit my guy? Oh, okay. Dude, I am the pickle juice in the pickle. He drinks my pickle juice. In case you're not sure what I'm insinuating that the pickle is my dick and the pickle juice is my jizz. That is what I am insinuating, in case we weren't sure. Sorry, Pojo. You need an... I am an adult! That's more of a frightening thought than anything else, but that's what they tell me. All right, Frog, it's not illegal to crit, by the way. Apparently it is. Hey, it's not illegal to crit. I like to think when Pojo's running a marathon, he just has like a big old glass jar. And he's just sucking back the pickle juice. Would it also not be absolutely salty AF? I guess electrolytes. I just feel like it would be like too salty. All right, I don't suck. It's a little bit awkward to kind of do, but okay, we do have ice set up. On the keyboard, you have to set your hand up real freaking janky to like hold run, turn off auto battle, go down to where tech is, and you know, change it to ice 2. All right, away we go. I just want to be, so please don't frick me. If one of these rebels runs away, I'm going to lose it. I want you guys to know a little preamble here that if one of these cocksuckers runs away, I am probably going to lose it. Hit the button. Sure. Good enough for me. Good enough for the girls I go with. Is HP good? Yeah, it's good. I wish he crit on the first turn, but at least the crit is a guaranteed hit, so there's that. One crit would kill them, which is why I was like, I should have let off with that. But at least he wasn't spending time missing. If that's the only crit Megas throws out here. So we can't go battle speed 2 or battle speed 1. Because if we go battle speed 1, this game is janky and it goes way too fast that the sap actually resets itself. And Marl and Ayla never actually die. He's got a couple of crits in there, so I'm not going to be too mad. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. Yep, nope. Just carry on, my wayward son. That's okay. We're heading into Son of Sun. Hee ha ha. Good thing nothing bad ever happens there. I would say anticipate. I'd say anticipate 15-second loss here. I'm going to keep saying it because every time I say it, we actually gain a little bit of time. But this one's pretty freaking tight. I call it. Pojo's no, never mind. Pojo's a beautiful, sweet boy. Probably because his mom is a beautiful, sweet woman. I can't say that about his mom. Alrighty. Ayla Magus Luca. Red plate. That one. Speed belt. That one. That one. I forgot. Oh, yes, I did. Do I consider Canuck to be a slur? No. I don't think anybody does. Okay, we're guessing up. Good guess. Please, you better have taken my up input. Thank frick. 2. 3. 4. Good target. 5. 6. We're gonna guess up again. 7. 8. 9. 10. Did I get record yesterday? Nope. My game froze up on me. Also, we're gonna be running an Addy Daddy here. We're just gonna be getting the Sunstone, so there's not a lot going on. I'm just gonna let it naturally play through. We got about a minute. Frick. Your hands just do stuff. No, I don't know the reasoning, but I think it was a flashcard thing, honestly. But yeah, scrolling around a little bit, just waiting for Senior Behemoth to show up, and I just couldn't do inputs anymore. I don't understand the meme, kidding. Mostly because I don't know who Luka Doncic is. And that ad should be hitting now. Yeah, the Ayla thing was weird. She should have still had barrier. Not like it super mattered. After that, you kind of just assume someone's gonna die to the attack and you just bring him up and he has weight. Overall, that fight went quite well. Like, I'm not gonna complain about that at all. Oh, did I? Lol. Okay. Yes, because he is the faster one there, and I thought Ayla was the faster one, so I just got to barrier and mashed it out. That makes sense. I just saw 700 and I'm like, that ain't right. Thought Magus was looking a little unbothered in that fight too. Too busy looking or trying to count out the attacks and be like, I will deal with whatever happens. That's funny. Well, gotta be lucky to be good, they say. Jay's laugh. 1. We only need to get 4 of these correct. 2, 3. He's gonna laugh again. Crap. Okay. I don't like that they call it a doppel. It's called a doll. Not that serious. Alrighty. I know there's a bit of a bug that can happen. Oh wait, hang on. I'll talk about that after we do this. Frog Marl Megas. That was gross. Anyways, there's a bug in the SNES where you can grab that doll and then like leave. Sometimes it doesn't actually get you credit for getting it. Kind of the same thing as with the Moonstone from the rich guy. You can leave it like the same timings and just sometimes she just hasn't updated in your key items or some junk. I don't know. Best part is you don't find out until you get to that spot and then you're like, oh, we don't have it. One, two, three. Gotta watch out when we get to the Yakra fight. The targeting is really janky when you get to Marl's turn. Like, Frog is targetable until Magus does his next turn. And then you can like target him and then be like, oh, you can't do that. And then Marl usually dies immediately afterwards. And then you're like, well, guess we don't have haste. And it sucks. So now I just wait a little bit. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty. Let's go save the king. In the end, you know what? We're all gonna die one day, nothing matters. I think that's what that Cooley goalie said. It's like, why does it matter? At the end of the day, we're all gonna die. True, bro! Doesn't mean you can't stop a few rubber discs on the way in though, right? All right, where do we frick up this run? These are things that I think about way too much. You can call it Genodome? Gee, it better frickin' not be. All right, let's see if Marl actually gets hit on the second turn or not. Ideally, she does, but... Look, he's targetable. It's so janky! Perfect. Can I get a crit? Can I get a crit? Can I get a crit? Okay, fair enough. How about now? Okay. You know, if you crit like twice here, you can actually skip an attack. Oh, actually using it to crit the once? Wait, so I've had that many where we don't even get one crit? Jeez. Why did I think it was 2? Alrighty. I'm basically looking at this time save and saying it, this is just a buffer for Black Omen. When we get 6 encounters. So that should just be a matter of just inputting faster then, because the ATVs are quite static. Unless I'm misunderstanding. So 2 makes it guaranteed. 1 is LOL maybe. 1, 2, that, yup. So I like to change my party as soon as possible, mostly because I just don't like this party. I don't like running with Frog. That's the issue. Hey Zygor, how's it going, my dude? It doesn't feel right. I don't mind running with Luca. Sunglasses, prism, that one, and speed belt, that. I parked in a weird spot, so it was freaking me up. Mother Nizbel? Okay. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do that, but okay. So not being able to click off shenanigans makes it so much harder. Wait, oh, frick. Did I get it? Hey! 5K for a rename, you only get 3 a stream. And it's a lot harder when I'm doing this because my spacebar button is my my auto clicker turbo button. So I have to like copy paste it. You could rename. Is there only 2 more splits? There's only 3 per stream. If you did the reset, I'd have to do that after stream. Oh, I try not to let new ones get completely rewritten off right off the hop. Feels janky. Hey. No, we don't have to fight this. Essentially, 100% is getting all the characters and doing all the side quests. It's just much easier and flows way better just to say hundo. Oh! Oh, you barely have to move to get out of that. I don't know why I decided to test it this run. So for some reason, this lava spawn does not have a no run flag. So we can, you know, run. And we're gonna do this fight 4 times, making sure that we get 6 crackers. Yo, Jambris, thanks for the good luck. Hey, I didn't hard R it, okay? Actually, I think they're called blood yolks in this frickin' thing, which is way lamer. So it should be number 3. There's a hidden chest. It's not that hidden. Really? Oh, okay. I thought it was a pretty obvious one, to be perfectly honest. Robo in the front. Okay, I think this split went relatively well. Does that mean we're gonna save time? Not necessarily, but I think the split went well. I don't see us losing a bunch of time at the very least. Not like there's a lot of time to save here unless we gold. Me too, Satar. I mean, you're like over 20 years late, but me, oh my, am I that old? Oh, I don't like that 20 years ago I was still, oh no, wait, I was been 14. Oh no, wait, that's right, I'm not 36. Still, I don't like that 20 years ago I was still a teenager. What I was getting at.
Cleveland_Tom rated my stream with 55 viewers.
Hello, Cleveland_Tom. I hate that saying stuff sometimes. Welcome on in. How was the Legend of Dragoon? Welcome to a Promise Him Some Gaming. Well, here we are in a cutscene. How was the stream? I hope you all had yourselves a fantastical time. We're kind of on a spicy pace. I don't expect it to hang around, but for this moment in time, we are on a spicy pace. Legend of Dragoon speedruns are like 8-ish hours? Oh, frick, we actually are gonna gold this? No shot. Sure, why not? Hey, Snow, thanks for the good luck. Oh, is Slambert? I don't think I know what Slambert is. Robo Magus Luca. Magus is on fight right now. Because the last thing he did was fight. Sick menuing. The reason why we're using ice is it's the fastest AoE animation, and we know that we like in as far as screen wide, and we know that we can kill with them because Magus has prism specs, an extra 50% on all damage. I'd be lying if I said how much HP. I knew how much HP those guys had, but someone far greater and smarter than I created this route many, many moons ago, and it's, I don't know, it's pretty good, I guess. I go to battle speed 3 because I'm bad with my mashing, and the turrets usually get me. So, and I don't think I really lose much time on that initial mash anyways. A little bit of a PC exclusive. I don't know if you can do this in this DS or not, honestly, but you can keep this spark through this battle and it doesn't run out. I think it's because the auto battle timer doesn't change the real time timer. So you can carry that spark to the fight, through the fight, get it, you know, hit the switches. I'm gonna make sure I don't frick this up, because last time I fricked it up and I was very sad. You can't say that PC is free and then frick it up like I was doing the other day, just being way too lazy with it. But what we just witnessed there is called conveyor skip. We skipped over having to swap over the conveyor a whole bunch by just having some somewhat optimal movement around a bunch of corners. So we, I think it saves like a good minute or so. Come hither, good sir. Fox, because of the all-ending route, I keep wanting to grab that vigilante helm, and I'm like, no, 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 not here. Power, prism, giga. No, speed on Robo and magic on Luca. I was still slow because I just didn't mash. Life stinks. Robo should be on fight. Boom. The hardest part about this fight is getting into tech quickly on the first turn. Because there's like a little spot where there's like a text box that pops up and it just halts for just that little bit and it fricks me up every time. That one right there. I don't usually get too excited in this version that we have our HP end in a 9, because you're pretty much guaranteed to see the laser attack that Mom What's Her Nuts does, and she only does an attack that ends in 0 when your HP sucks. No, that's the way the fight goes. Like, that's a pretty static fight. I actually got him set up on Woozy Punch. And this is one of those splits, I don't care if I lose time as long as I just don't lose a lot of time, because we've been kind of bad on this split as of late. And I know why we see the laser attack, and it's because we kill... Like, it pretty much happens simultaneously. Like, we lose our... I didn't want to lose it all. What? I didn't even see the text box pop up. Oh, cool, he's on an 8. Sure. Why not? Okay, the second one was a little bit weird. But she did get that one, like, instantly, so I guess that makes sense. So, Retinite, we do actually have... You know what? I'm gonna do this, just... Just in case. I've been known to be dumb, so... Alrighty, Retinite. Said I never gain time on this, but I typically lose a good chunk of time here, so it just is what it is type of thing. And I've just made my peace with it. We had a real spicy one here. Good Robo HP and good Lucas shots. It's tough to go against that. Okay. sick. Oh my frick! Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Everything's gonna be at the bottom. No, Black Omen, we haven't got through Black Omen. Black Omen is the make or break here. Check out this damage though. Woo! Omega Flare, baby! I'm not gonna lie, I actually don't even really know who Casa is. I was like, I saw that and I'm like, okay. Goalie pro. Oh, okay. Sens did a lot of really weird things yesterday that I'm hoping it's part of a bigger picture type of thing. Otherwise, I'm concerned. Oh, look at this! Another split where you have 1.4 seconds of save. Lamau. I know, we gave one of them to the Sharks. It was like, what, 229 and... Or sorry, 29 and... Somewhere in the 20s, right? Frick it, I'm grabbing these. It's crazy how everybody... No, so one of the guys that the Sens got, Jackson... Starts with a C. Jackson something. Jackson Covers, maybe? He only started playing hockey in 2021! Or 2020. Because he grew up in the Cayman Islands. He only started skating 5 years ago and he's making the show! Moral of the story here, boys, is we suck! It's Jaxon Jackson, and then it's Covers, I think. Hope for good elevators, good steals, you know, all that fun shenanigans. Eyes closed or open. Hopefully we don't have to, you know, and we're going up against good splits of it. So like, I guarantee we're going to lose time. It's just a matter of how much. Yeah, the only ones that are ever like NHL ready are basically like maybe top 3. How do you go about facing Evil Luca? Don't do what I did in that clip, I'll tell you that much. Let this be the end of CT for the PC, please. Yeah, you just actually have to like, well, this is also like, this is technically an iOS thing, not a DS port. So that's like tapping the screen type of shenanigans. Magus is on fight. Magus is on fight. Magus is, in fact, on fight. All right. Black Omen, ladies and gentlemen. See if we can get ahead of this obstacle attack or not. Cool. Right. I need to heal her too. I don't actually care if he's stealing that. I actually thought we were going to run away before that actually went through. This is what I care about stealing. Okay, we got the golden earring, we move. We got one speed tab, we move. Got two speed tabs, we move. Get the frick out of this. Don't even care. Closed eyes. Sick. We move. That should be good. So now we get into these elevators that randomly will, it's between 0 and 3 encounters. Ideally we see 0 on this one and then 1 on the other one. But 1 isn't bad. If this is like the only one we saw this entire time, I'd be perfectly fine with that. Okay. So that's fine. That's perfectly fine. This one we're not going to auto battle run away because he has a counter attack. That hurts quite a bit. Not that that particularly matters, it just takes more time to see the counter attack. Please give him one of those. Sure. Where's this shield? Sick. Right down the middle. I'm not going to wait for the eyes to close. We are just going to force the encounter right away. Same thing with these guys. Especially on the PC because stuff just goes by so quick. I think it's I always do it in the SNES as well. If I have to like wait at all, I'm like, it probably wasn't worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of one of those fricked if you do, fricked if you don't things, unless they're just both closed. That's one of those, like, it's up for debate, and it will always be up for debate because you don't know until you know. I love it. Ba-dum-bum. Case Nova Gold. Blue. Case Nova Gold. Blue. All right, so this fight's a little bit tougher than the last one we did because this time we're gonna have to do 2 Omega Flares. He's actually gonna get some turns in as well. Sure. So same thing with this elevator. Between 0 and 3. You know, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Don't even care. One is fine. 1 is fine. I don't have to do any healing up of my MP or anything. And that one happened pretty late. Yeah, that was pretty late, so I didn't have to worry about a second one. If you got 0 and 0, you'd actually have to take that encounter right there. Not the greatest, it's a couple of, whatever the frick they're called, goons, incognitos, I never remember. But I'm not going to be mad about a 1-in-1 elevator. Tough to be mad about that. They're just my gooner babies. Thank you. All right, this fight's gonna be about as tough as the last one. Am I about to win? Too early to tell. Oh, I don't like that you're on that now. It doesn't matter. Luca's gonna get her turn first. Luca's on tech? I might be bleeding some ATB off the start here. I'll take that shot. That's the freaking god fight. I know we still lost time, but it's because we had one encounter on that elevator. Okay. So it gets a little more consistent until we get to the shell. Okay. If you like Omega Flare, you're gonna like this part of the run. Frick are they? Readers, all you do is spam Omega Flare? What do you want me to say? It's strong. This fight having Robo in the center, strong. Well, it's 8 seconds of animation time in the SNES. Here it's like 4 or whatever because of the speed up. But yeah, it's tough to get like, you know, 4,500 damage in this game. Sorry, I've been getting a little bit quieter as the run goes on. I've noticed it. You know what? Scroll up just in case you go full idiot. Remember, Ether on Luca. So we're making sure we only hit the head. Which is why we have Robo in the center, because now double V-Bomb only hits the head. Now we're gonna wait for Halation. After we do this, Robo's gonna get hit by the MP Buster, and that's it. So the shell is a lot of managing Luca's MP. At the Mega section, it gets a little bit fricky because we're hoping for Shadow on the first hit. Fire is okay because you can make that a 2-turn, but then that's still using 20 extra MP. Shadow is a 1-hit KO. Lightning and Ice is just time loss. We still have to get to that point in that, but that's kind of the one spot where like it gets a little time losey. Yeah, with enough tabs and stuff, people can do like silly amounts of damage. Fine that Luke is on attack right now. Just finished Fiona's forest, and it looks beautiful, doesn't it? There we go. Other than the obvious, I feel like it's all obvious, bro. I wish I could be more likable / outgoing. Nope. Sick menuing, dude. Hey, auto battle. No, I'm not getting attacked. There's a reason why I put it as high as I did on my arm. It's that when I can wear a t-shirt, I still look like I function in society. You should see me out in the world. It's a very different situation. It's easy because I just kind of tell myself I'm just talking to myself. Sunglasses. This is terrible. That's fine. I think I gotta throw an attack in there. Okay, fire is good. Fire's fine. We can deal with that. We're gonna wait for defense to drop. We give her tits. Oh, frick, I do need to. I kind of botched this one up. I should have healed it up. I don't know why I thought I only needed 3 Omega Flares here. It's 4. Hello, Veiled with the 10 stream streak. Welcome on in. One more. How are we doing today? Okay, I tried to get ahead of that one. So now we are more than likely going to be seeing... Oh, never mind. All right. Tyler, thanks for the good luck.
I think I learned I need to actually wait a little. I think was the thing. The ARM ATB gets really fricky in PC, and I don't know how to... Like, we'll just see what happens. Okay, good. If I input Megas doing that Athenian water, like, right off the hop, for some reason, I'm always way behind. This Lavos is a very scripted fight. This one here. The next one, not so much, but this one is. All right. Calm your tits, B, dude. Calm your tits. I don't care if it's 65 mil BC. We're laughing. I don't care. I don't want him to get slap spammy and heavenly tears spammy. Give me 65 mil for all I care. That recovery is like 10 seconds, 10-15 seconds. You put a shield on Magus. Make sure your boys are healed. Athenian water, mega elixir, away you go. Easy claps. Don't give me the freaking other garbage. Or we just get 1000 AD and we just laugh our way to the bank. Either that's also an option. I'm bad. Good job, Luca. Frickin' let's go! Come on, drop your defense, you cocksucker. Frickin' let's go! One sec. That's three. Three more. Don't even care. Who was talking about a 352? Let's see a 351, boys. Don't even care. Let's freaking go! Woo! We're done! Woo! Oh, she's done, boys! Frick this version of this game. Yeah, and we just didn't have a good yakker, and that was pretty much, you know what? It still freaks. We didn't get 3 skips, haha. Whoever watches this video in the future, I sure hope this finally shows what a world record could quote unquote be and actually hits your standards. Kappa, PJ Salt, suck it. Anyways, oh, whoops, I'm not on the game anymore. Vale, thanks so much for the 10 gifted subs. Sake, also thanks for the 10 gifted subs. You guys did not have to do that. This was for y'alls. I was frickin' sorry. Can we get a sub 351? Dude. The answer is technically yes. Keep in mind, like, there's technically like 13, you know, well, There's 13 seconds for my goal that I can save on the first bit. Sure. Keep in mind, we had good slimes. Yes, we missed a skip in Reptide's lair. Whatever. We had a good flea. We had a good slash. We golded Magus. We had a pretty okay version of Nizbel, side a little bit of healing. Some of best is, well, it's going to change after this. We'll take a peek after. We golded Mud Imp, which is silly. We had a Rubble one run away. Yes, sure. We had a Rubble run away that cost us like 30 seconds or 20 something seconds. About 30. But like all of the spots where I figured I was gonna lose time, we gained a little bit or basically kept even. We golded Death Peak. We golded Retinite, which is nuts. Then we golded Megamute, which was basically just better menuing. And so I felt like my menuing was, aside from like a handful of them, was pretty freaking on par. We had a 0 and 1 elevator, which like is not technically optimal, but I'm not going to like the only reason why is, oh no, wait, we 1 and 0. Drosy, thanks so much for the 100 bits. You did not have to do that. Technically, 0 encounter on the first one and 1 encounter on the second elevator is optimal. We got a 1 and 0. I don't care. We move. We had a god Lavos, like mini Lavos fight, Lavos spawn fight. That, yep. The shell was pretty okay. A little bit of fumbling, but that's fine. This is recorded. I'll have it on YouTube later on. Yeah. It'll be on that YouTube channel. Probably uploaded on, where's 352? I ain't never seen one, lion, and never will. It's okay. Thanks for another 5 gifted subs. You did not have to do that. And then I don't know what we were freaking cooking, if I'm just getting a little bit better with like the auto battle shenanigans or what, but we golded that. Oh, I saw 1000 AD and I'm like, it's over. It's actually over. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles next weekend. We're done with CT on the PC. I hope you guys enjoyed it. No crashes. We spent way too long trying to figure out the crashes. Tomorrow's gonna be Final Fantasy 6. I'm happy. No Manip, by the way. Lego Man, thanks so much for the 100 bits as well. Man, you guys have been too whatever. Whatever what? Oh, I can stop the recording now.